Welcome to the TelCloud Lite online user portal. So you're going to head to telcloudlite.inlinecom.com, and once you're here, you're going to enter your username and password and hit login. So by default, My Extension is what shows up first. You have a menu on the side, PBX and Portal. We're going to focus on Portal. Configure, click Configure, and then we have our options: My Extension, My Voicemail, My Time Groups, and CDR. So let's start with My Extension, since that's where we are. It shows you your extension number, in case you forgot. You have your email, if you ever need to update your email. Your voicemail PIN, that's something you might need to update. Your language, time zone, and ring time, if you need to update how long your phone is ringing for, or your time zone if you moved. You can enable or disable your voicemail entirely. Choose if you'd like the MP3 to be attached to the email. Choose if you'd like the voicemail to be deleted from the server once that MP3 is sent out. If you'd like to turn on or off the envelope around your message, that's just all that extra stuff the system says. And if you want to turn off the caller ID being spoken, also to save some time. You have all those toggles. Dictation is not used. Also, quick to mention, you press update down here. So you would press update if you make a change, and then you have this little recycle button in the top right that you hit to actually push the changes. So whatever changes you made are now pushed. Under features, this will remind you about all those feature codes. So if you ever need to remember how to access, a remote voicemail or anything like that, or your dial by name directory, 411, that's all in here in case you forget it. There's your remote voicemail, *98. So that's all there for you. You also have a follow me, but what's better than follow me is phone diversions. So what this lets you do is set up a whole bunch of fancy things on your extension. We're going to focus in right here, though, on these four. So CFI, CFB, CFN, and CFU. That stands for Call Forward Immediate, Busy, No Answer, and Unavailable. And what you can do is you can set a destination. You can set another extension. You can set AI assistance. You can set an IVR, a certain queue. You can set all sorts of things depending on what you'd like to happen. If you're busy, or if you're, no answer, what should you do? If you don't send it right to a voicemail, should we do something else? And that's where you're given this flexibility. And this is going to lead right into something else, because you can see here it says select time. So how would that work? So for instance, I've set up for Call Forward Immediate. If someone calls my extension, I want it just to go to our main IVR. Just forward it to the main IVR, because I'm not here, because it's my May vacation. And then I pressed the yes here, and I hit update, and I made that change. But how do you set the times if you're going to go on vacation or something like that? So that's just under My Time Groups. So you can see here My Time Groups. If I press the little hamburger in the top right and hit May Vacation, you can see one I've prepared previously. I chose May 1st to May 7th as my May Vacation, and I just saved that. And then once I saved that, it became an option under selecting a time. So now, during that date range, all calls to me are just going to go to my IVR, and everything's taken care of. The other two leftover areas here are My Voicemail. So this is where you can actually see the voicemails that you have. I'm very neat, and so I've purged my voicemails, so there's nothing here. But if there was, this is where you could look at them, play them, delete them using the delete button right there. And then last but not least, we have CDRs, which will show you all the calls you've made coming in, going out. Hit the refresh. And there you go. You can see I made the call. What did I dial for how long? If you have recording turned on, you can listen to it there. You can export it as a CSV or a PDF. So many options. And that concludes the user portal of TelCloud Lite. Thank you.